In 2009, production of oysters in Washington state has dropped 80%. In Pacific Northwest, acidification has cost the oyster industries $110 million. The oyster hatcheries of Washington and Oregon are having many difficulties due to the sudden increase of acidic ocean water. Acidic water, as it turned out, was dissolving the microscopic oysters. Part of the acidic acid came from the naturally occurring events, but human-caused ocean acidification, which occurs when oceans absorb carbon dioxide emissions, was also responsible. Naturally occurring events were partially to blame for causing acidic oceans, but human activities releasing carbon dioxide were also responsible. Some oyster fishermen now raise oysters in tanks outside the oceans. More carbon dioxide in the air means the water will absorb carbon dioxide and become acidic. When the carbon from the atmosphere enters the surface ocean, it circulates between the surface ocean and the deep ocean. When the carbon gets down to the deep ocean, it starts to affect the ocean life. The CO2 affects the reefs as well as crustaceans, shellfish, starfish, and snails. Now that there's more carbon in the air than there was 5 or 10 years ago, the carbon cycle is out of balance. The ocean is now absorbing more carbon emissions than it had previously. This article is in the news because of its high importance. It tells us about what's really happening around the world, primarily around the coastal areas. It also shows us that this oceans and CO2 problem is getting out of hand and that we need to think about ways to stop global warming. In 2013, Washington State put $1.8 million into research on the ocean acidification with the hopes of finding solutions. A few suggestions for the ocean acidification problem is water treatment. Water treatment won't clear the whole ocean, but it's a start to clearing out the coastal areas. Another suggestion to the acidification problem is reducing fossil fuel burning. This is one of the main causes for global warming. And a last suggestion is alternative energy by wind or solar. Using solar panels is one of the ways of generating energy without much pollution. We all need to do our part in reducing carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. Some of the ways you can do that is turning off the lights, public transport, and carpooling.